Hello, Gemini. How are you? Welcome to the channel and your reading. Let's connect with your energies for these next few days and hours. Don't forget to take what resonates. What doesn't, you let go. Also, remember to check your rising and moon signs, because they always show us something more. They complement the reading, and in some cases, they can resonate even more. All right, let's see what the Sacred Traveler has to tell us. Let's see what the Sacred Traveler wants to share with Gemini. Powerful energies are going to accompany you. Let's see. Remember to take what resonates and let go of what does not. Let us see, Gemini, what your guides are telling us today. We begin with the waters of purification, and this signifies that your personal energy is currently being cleansed. Thanks to that profound shift, you are now able to look at something quite differently, and certainly much more clearly than before. Wouldn't you agree, my dear friend? Well, this really speaks to me, Gemini. It is quite possible that you have taken initiative and already performed some type of personal cleansing, right? Perhaps you even went on some kind of getaway or a restful trip where you truly managed to recover your energy and restore your inner sense of balance. Or your soul is finding a way to purify itself, activating vibrant life force, right? And that allows you, to feel light, to feel in balance, to feel harmonious, and to begin to be congruent with the reality that you believe in. That is how you start to truly flow. In fact, this leads you directly into a position of privilege. Because if you are being mindful, taking charge, and listening to your body, you will react differently. By looking after yourself, your energy is calibrated. You are taking care of your well-being, and everything starts to change for you. So you have the genuine opportunity to perhaps level up, looking at everything from a completely different plane and a fresh perspective. You are finally able to clearly perceive solutions that were likely always present. However, with your mind feeling completely dazed and clouded by the constant stress of your day-to-day life, you simply were not able to see them right there in front of you. So today you possess that profound lightness granted to you by the Master, God, the universe, or whatever energy you prefer. This gift allows you to settle those lingering matters, regain your inner strength, and step back with perspective. You now have the necessary distance to observe your situation carefully and with great clarity from high above. By doing that, you are already resolving many different issues. How do you manage to unify various elements that might seem fragmented in your life right now? Furthermore, how do you manage to provide significant benefits for a larger group of people in the process? And how do you realize that it is the time to start right now? That it is time to go after that wealth, that person, or perhaps you realize that the other person is also doing the same thing. How do you know when it is finally your turn? You are reconnecting with someone. It is as if this tells you that the wait has come to an end, or the end of the wait for Gemini has finally arrived. It is also like there is this person who shows up with that greeting attitude, right? With that cautionary stance. They tell me, I told you I would return. I told you I would come. I told you I would call. Why wouldn't I do it? And it is like you could also be climbing to the very top just to see when that person finally arrives, isn't it? It is like you can literally be you can expect it. That person is landing in your country. You could be waiting for that person to approach you too, even though until today you have maintained an attitude of superiority. And that is not wrong. Everyone is in their own particular situation, right? Well, it is not that you are letting your guard down. You are perhaps just more open, more receptive to taking that step to finally talk to that person, don't you think? That is all. You are feeling calmer now. Perhaps that is the same person, right? Because here, we are connecting with someone who is finally starting to move, someone who is beginning to take steps. It could also be telling us about a journey you are about to take, a job elsewhere, or a child leaving home in an obviously positive way. It might be someone you are greeting with great emotion and high expectations because they are beginning their own path of prosperity. These moments represent the beautiful transitions that define the chapters of our lives ahead. Or it could be the opposite. It may be that you, as I tell you, are the one going to seek that life elsewhere. You are going to seek a life of abundance elsewhere, and you are taking the steps to do it. Let us see what the cards say. Remember, these are collective readings. If you want to address your specific situation, you can book a personal reading with me instead. You can always see the website address right here in the video, and there's also a pinned comment so you can click the page link. Once you go in, it'll take you straight there, and you can choose whichever consultation you prefer. That way, it's quick and easy to find, and you can pick the option that works best for you without any trouble at all. All right, Gemini, let's see what the cards have to tell us today. Besides that, there are many things here, including 2 cards that point toward an intention to travel. Let's dive in and find out what is coming your way very soon. Well, it's a little complicated, and it really depends on where you go, but in the end, absolutely nothing bad is going to happen. Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. Well, what could have been a devastating and complicated situation for you is finally coming to an end. In fact, the conclusion of this difficult time puts Gemini in a privileged position, as it allows you to take the necessary steps to move forward with certain projects and reach your goals. If there is a relationship or a matter in your life that has not exactly been flourishing until now, it is time to change the context. You need to shift your perspective and embrace a new way of approaching these challenges to finally see the results you deserve. So, let us get moving. Let us get going, as it says there. We are starting right now, and we aim, to be as open as possible, as receptive as we possibly can. It is perfectly natural to feel a small wave of sadness occasionally, for we are only human after all. The act of leaving, moving away, or undergoing major changes can be difficult. We may face situations where someone has deeply disappointed us, or perhaps we simply felt incapable of enduring the weight of the experience. Obviously, yes, it may have put us through some very difficult situations. It may have brought us sadness, but it can also bring us a great deal of happiness. So, I think here we open ourselves to relief after a moment of disillusionment, and everything you have cried automatically reverses to become happiness as all that sorrow fades away now. We put aside the fear, we put aside the confusion, and above all, we trust that what awaits us is a bright future. And just look at how bright it is with the Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. You are finally reaching a level of financial independence during these days. At times, this is not complete financial independence, but you are successfully freeing yourself from certain debts that were hanging over your neck. You are becoming independent from a stressful situation that was previously preventing you from living with peace. The end of a difficult situation. You begin to perceive abundance thanks to the Ace of Pentacles in slightly simpler things. Things that were always right there and which are finally making you feel truly abundant and settled in your current life path. A moment with yourself, a space just for you, the enjoyment of your inner world, which can be reflected in your outer life. 9 of Pentacles also speaks to us of someone who has been able to overcome a difficult situation and in some way walk away with some kind of well-deserved reward. And for you, the ultimate reward could be regaining your sense of inner harmony, absolute freedom, or as I am telling you, particularly achieving total independence on any level of your life. Also, share yourself with the outside world and with the people who matter to you. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity to get to work, to start planting seeds, and to realize that if we do it right, we will always end up in progress or reaching that 9 of Pentacles. It is time to truly grow. Then a significant situation, a new person, or a golden opportunity arises. Gemini carefully considers these specific elements, utilizing them as a meaningful catalyst to transform their current reality in a very tangible, concrete way. And that could be money coming your way, a job offer, more time, better health, or a new way of experiencing life, because you are also vibrating at the frequency of a 9 of Pentacles. Significant connections are forming, and business dealings may be rushed. These could be matters directly related to that specific journey, which I foresee in your future. It is quite possible that you will also receive the assistance needed to finalize certain pending matters, or to pick yourself back up after experiencing a very difficult time. Everything depends on you in the sense that if you accept it, meaning you take this opportunity, not only will you have certainty about where it comes from, but you are committing yourself in some way to making that your life, work, grow, and remain. So, it could also mean a number of different things. It could be anything from a relationship, even to something else entirely. Something that reflects the way you see life and the kind of investment you want to make in it. Taking a leap and daring to go after something that could turn out to be incredibly rewarding and profitable. I'm not entirely sure, but it feels like the plate is always full, always completely full. Well, I see success as a tangible form of reward. Beyond that, there is genuine peace of mind and true enjoyment. Above all, several new opportunities will surely arise, providing you with more than one option so that you can receive money or obtain anything else that you might truly need. While you certainly have many complex issues there that arrive hand in hand with your recent creative expansion, with those internal processes that are rapidly accelerating, and with the various communications you might be having. These include the significant talks you could have with someone, specifically a certain person, because I told you previously who may be wanting to commit to you emotionally from a completely different and much deeper place than before. Or it could be a person who genuinely shares your specific tastes, values, or perhaps your hobbies, in the sense that, well, if you enjoy traveling or you really like doing a certain activity or even taking a particular course, it creates a much stronger and more meaningful connection. Well, that person is by your side walking with you, and they're doing it with good intentions, right? But here, the Page de Copas also brings a very strong connection for Geminis to what imagination, hope, and the dreams that can actually come true might represent. And above all, it points to the signs you may be receiving, the little signals showing you how to make those dreams happen, how to reach them, and how to finally bring them into reality, right? And also a strong connection to your intuition. It is still someone who may be offering a loving, kind, and tender relationship, but it is not the same. It is a page. And the pages are just the first steps of something. It might seem immature at first. Later, we will see how it develops. It could be something fleeting, or it could last for a long time, but the important thing to keep in mind is that the Page of Cups always appears at the right moment for you, at a very interesting time that will leave behind something truly good or will strive to give us the very best of itself. It is a reminder that positive opportunities are waiting for us right around the corner. So we open our arms to that, because it is also great to have a Page of Cups. You have an 8 of Wands. That 8 is wonderful. We move into action with firm determination. Surprisingly, things finally begin to flourish for us, such as the new job and that expected call. It feels like time is passing by very quickly. And we have so many things ahead of us to do, back when we had absolutely nothing to do, or at least nothing that actually interested us. So we need to develop ourselves in a more organized way and stop letting ourselves be pushed against the ropes like we have been until now. Right? That I shouldn't stress over this situation because I was waiting for this Gemini. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for movement. I was waiting to talk. I was waiting to travel. I was waiting to manifest this work, to reach this call, or to find solutions or doors that open up for Gemini, right? To finally resolve things once and for all. So let's do it. Let's take this opportunity. Let's stay alert. Get on this wave of luck. And you have a 3 of Wands there. Where is it going to bloom? And especially for the Gemini who is starting in a new place or intends to do so. Above all, the Gemini individual is finally beginning to ground certain gains, aren't they? Because the 3 of Wands arrives when a person has desired to achieve something, successfully makes it happen, evaluates how to proceed with it, and expands it over time. They project it, carefully plan it, take full charge, and take complete responsibility for ensuring that it continues onward. So I think the 3 of Wands speaks a lot about your personal flourishing on the path to what you wanted to manifest. That is why it was so important to clear that energy, observe from above, and begin now, because it was the right moment. Your messenger guides are reaching out to you, speaking of the rescue. It is time to listen to what they are telling you about your path. You are being rescued. You are being pulled out of difficult situations, out of moments of deprivation, out of heartbreak, illness, injustice, and even poverty. Everything is shifting. And you are finally being lifted from the struggles that once held you back, leading you toward a much brighter and better future. So I continued connecting deeply with your spiritual guides because your sincere prayers are finally being answered, Gemini. This truly feels like a miracle, so please trust the process and I will thank you because this is what arrives now.